Good evening. What is going on? Seriously, let me know down there, but like not on the ground, like in the comments. I am filling up the track Jeep because we are headed out to the Lava Cast Forest for the first of many Lava Cast Forest recoveries of the season, I am sure. This thing is on fumes after the Lookout Tower recovery did. That was exactly 30 miles we did, and I was full tank to just running on fumes by the time I put it on the trailer. So we're back in that like 2 mile per gallon range. But that's not completely because of the tracks. I would bet in those same conditions on tires, I would be doing really close to that same mileage. One, you should be working so much harder to get through it, and two, it's just when you're pushing something like that, you get bad mileage, and when you're pulling an anchor behind you, you get bad mileage. So going through a lot of fuel is just part of the game. But either way, we've got a Jeep Cherokee out in the Lava Cast Forest we're going to get. We're going to head down, go pick up the customer. He's going to hop in with me. Then we're going to go up and see if we can get his rig out of there. Check this out. These Jeeps are supposed to have a 14-gallon tank in them. I think I was close to empty. All right, let's go see what we can do. Alright, we are here with John and Hayden, and who wants to explain why we're here tonight?
Hey, guy back
Looks
there.
like it's you.
Yeah, went out to grab a Christmas tree from a girl and got stuck.
Oh, it was the girl. It's always a girl involved.
Yeah, she wanted a tree, but yeah, the roads are pretty bad. Yeah, got stuck. What was to say?
So we are going to head up in the track Jeep and go see if we can get it out. And sooner or later our windshield's going to thaw out.
Yeah, we did everything we could think of to try to get it out.
Oh yeah, got the tree branches and the...
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it's just probably the ditches right where you're at for that road that goes up there.
Well, it's just there's a layer of ice underneath this stuff.
Yeah,
His
because
tires are not the best.
well, we got that snow and then it warmed up and it got all slushy for a few days and then it froze again. And so like, yeah, underneath the snow, which is nice to drive on, it's just straight up ice. So once you hit that, you're done. All right, let's go take a look at it. Yeah, good luck. All right. Yeah, I would bet it's just right here where the ditch is. That's that intersection in this road. It does have front hooks, so like I think since we got to turn it around anyway and set it backwards would be the super easiest, but I think I'll just grab the front and pull you up into here and we'll see if we can get you turned around. Okay. That way we're going out forward.
Cool, sounds good.
And if we have to, I can just pull you up there, pull you back up there and get you turned around either way. So you got good hook points on both ends, so that's good. Why don't you go ahead and get it started up and warming up, and I'll pull up here. So I think we'll just use the short little rope. You're not stuck bad at all. Good. Perfect. That's easy. So what I think we'll do, I'll pull you up here onto the main road part, and then you'll drive up some, and you'll try to back it into this here with enough, not like crazy momentum, but enough to get back in it to release your front end is pointed this way before you get stuck. Then I can just hook right back onto those hooks and pull you down. And then we don't have to pull you in both directions. Or you'll just make it and we're good. guys will notice is I don't have my fancy rock lights on that shine on the tracks and look all cool. And the big problem with that is they are on, they just quit working. It started like one, then two others, then finally all of them are dead. So I told you guys that kit was junk, and it was junk because it didn't last. So a lot of people wanted like an update on how long they lasted. Not long. So I'll just pull you up onto the middle of the road, and we'll get up ahead to where you can make a run back in this. And just leave it in neutral. Alright, now comes the fun part to see if you'll make it in there. Alright, go ahead and head back and try to aim for that road and get in there as good as you can. Okay, keep coming. Okay, turn passenger. Passenger. Okay, straighten up some. Go forward, easy, about like 5 feet. Okay, stop there. Now turn a little to the passenger side. A little more, right there. Now get rolling with a little momentum and then give it some throttle and try to get up in there. You can turn at any time at this point and you're going to be fine. Go, go, go. Right, passenger. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, Ted. Just keep going. All right, see if it'll come out of there. Okay, I'll pull you ahead. Go ahead and put it in park. That worked. I'll get spun around. Okay, put it in neutral. Now we're just gonna, your wheels are turned this way a little bit right now. Straighten them up some. Right about there. So now I'm just gonna swing a little wide and you just turn right onto the main tracks and then we'll unhook you and see if you can go from there. Perfect. Sweet.
Like it was nothing.
That was like nothing.
Okay, go ahead and drive forward a little bit just to make sure it goes on its own right there. Okay, perfect. I'll put this back in the box and then we can start heading down. I will pull over right here and then you guys can go by and stay, so you stay on the main tracks, and I'll follow you out to make sure it makes it just fine.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, we'll let them go down first and I'll follow them to make sure they make it. And you see, not a, what the heck, all of my aux beam stuff just went out. Turn back on. Not the best system. But, as I was gonna say, as you can see, not every Yankum rope recovery needs to be a big old run and start Yankum. Sometimes you can just pull them out, and that kinetic rope is still very handy for, you know, just cushioning any shock load or anything like that. It makes it really nice and smooth. Some people ask me like how hard you should like pull on the rope, and the correct amount of force to use in a recovery is the least amount of force needed to do the recovery. So you can always start small and work your way up, but if you just go yeet someone across the field and go over the bank on the other side, you can't like undo that very easy. So just take it easy. So if you remember, on the first snow track recovery I did with this Jeep, I said that it didn't throw anywhere near as much snow up the side and on the mirrors as the Cherokee did. And turns out that was just because we weren't in that much snow, because it definitely does a lot. So there's that. Hey, we are back to the trailer and the trucks. So I'm gonna get spun around and I'm gonna do a terrible job of lining up. Oh, actually I might make it. Then we're gonna put it in low range and see if we can squeeze on the trailer. So if I rub the fender with this side, I should be rubbing the fender with the other side, and that means we're in the middle. A little farther forward because it's icy out. Let's try that. Last time I forgot to roll up the window and I got home, the Jeep was full of snow. That was cool. Good job, Jeep. I'm going to tie down and head it out of here.
Okay, so thanks.
No problem at all.
And
Here's a little extra
nice to
something
meet
for
you,
you.
bud.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
No
Thanks.
problem at all.
All right, man.
Yep, you guys have a good one.
Hey, you too.
So when I got here to unload, I still had, I think, 2 rock lights out of the 8 still working, so I could actually see underneath a little bit to hook up. And that was still a bit handy, but now I got none. So that sucks. But that's okay. We can hook up in the dark. Well, all right, that was a nice little job. About 10 miles, just over actually, round trip out and back on the track Jeep, and did great. That puts me, I think, at about 45-ish miles total on the new set of tracks. These are the American Track Truck tracks. They're the same brand and model that I used last year on the Cherokee, just a brand new set. There's nothing wrong with the other set. It was just American Track Truck really liked what I was doing with their product and using it to help people, so they offered to help me out and offered me a nice discount on a new set of tracks, and basically I was able to get a brand new set for exactly what I was able to sell the used set for. And there was no need to actually get new ones, but when you can get a brand new set at pretty much no out-of-pocket cost, it only makes sense. So that's what I did, and very happy with them. They've got the sprockets in them like I added on to my last set. These already have them on there. I believe these are an upgraded bogey wheel. It's supposed to wear a lot better, even though I didn't have any wear issues with mine. The only issue I had last year, and I beat the hell out of these things, well, not these ones, the other ones last year. The only issue I had was when ice packed in here and I had to build that little scraper piece right there. But that was such a weird weather condition I was in that I've never been in before and don't ever see being in again. That was not the fault of the tracks. That was just, no one should have been out in the snow that day. So very happy with the American Track Trucks. Like I said, last year I had these things on a V8 Jeep, hooking to stuck vehicles buried in the snow and just railing on them every single day all winter long, and had absolutely zero issues with the track setup itself. So definitely worth looking into if you're going to be going and getting your own set of tracks. I mean, I don't have any sort of like affiliate deal or nothing like that with them. It's just they gave me a nice discount, wanted to support what I was doing. So if you are looking for a set of tracks, I highly recommend these ones, and tell them I sent you just because, or just tell them thank you for helping support what I'm doing with this whole YouTube project, because that is a massive help. Wow, I am done. I was just putting the camera away after that little bit right there, and realized the camera got this big old bright shiny light on it that I could use to see what I'm doing under here instead of doing it in the dark like I was. And of course I'm on the very last track when I figured that out. So never said I was good at this. Done. Tied down. Let's go home. Thank you guys for coming along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed that. We've got a lot A lot more track stuff to come this winter, so if you're into Jeeps and track stuff and snow, maybe try hitting the subscribe button down there. I never ask people to do that, but figure why not ask, see what happens. So hope you enjoyed that. I'm headed home. See you guys next time. Open.